So, in this video, we will be showcasing 10 comedy romance anime that you should check out. And as always, we tried our best to make the list as fresh as possible. So, if you enjoy the video, a like and sub would be much appreciated. So, without further ado, let's roll on. Number 10 on our list is Look, I Can See Your Ears. It's a sweet anime about the daily lives of a mangaka and his cat boy roommate. Even though the episode is only 3 minutes long, this is a very enjoyable and entertaining anime to watch. And the art style is also very fun, simplistic and easy to watch.
In fact, despite all your nervous perviness, I like you a lot. Huh? So yeah, we can go out, boyfriend.
What?
My first girlfriend is a girl. This anime follows Junichi Hashiba, a virgin high school boy who doesn't have a girlfriend. But followed by a prank pulled by his friends, Junichi asks a girl out in an attempt to change the fact that he is a hopeless virgin. Although Yukana easily determines that Junichi just wants to lose his virginity, she agrees to be his girlfriend, much to his surprise. Though anime is lacking in both plot and characters, it's still an enjoyable anime to watch.
Here you go.
Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. If you are looking for a hilarious rom-com anime, then I would highly recommend you to check out this one. Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun is about a girl named Chiyo Sakura, who has a crush on her schoolmate Nozaki. But when she confesses her love for him, he mistakes her for a fan and gives her an autograph. When she says she wants to be with him, he invites her to his house and asks her help with some drawings. The story follows their life at school along with some other cast members to make the show enjoyable and a lot more entertaining to watch as a whole. With a running gag of its being a comedy, some things may seem predictable, but it still stays original and has comedy in every episode.
そこの女俺様に見とれているな
Timex Prince Anime Caravan is an underrated fantasy rom-com anime that I would highly recommend you to check out. It's about Ani Inaku, a soul princess of a country who is sent as a representative to eliminate hostility between the three countries. However, Ani's hopes of a smooth ceremony are shattered when she meets the eccentric princess from her rival country. Though this anime mainly focuses on comedy and its related gags, it does a great job at story and character development too.
Shit! You forgot your lunchbox!
The Way of the House Husband. When it first came out, I also avoided it because of the animation. But after watching the show, I can understand. Because it's not about the animation, it's about the comedy and the jokes. And the voice actors did a wonderful job at it. The story follows a Yakuza or a former Yakuza member who now works as a house husband. It's funny, it's entertaining, and personally had a great time watching it.
私も食してみたいです。
話すんだ博士
むにゅっとしてました。むにゅっと。
ママ落ち着きたまえ。
The Tatami Galaxy. This anime is quite different from other animes, both in animation style and story. At first, you may find it rather hard to follow, but as you continue, everything will unfold and all will come to a completion in the final episode, making for one of the most satisfying conclusions you will ever see. The story is about a guy named Watashi. who has just entered college, and the story more or less follows his many lives and many misfortunes. Each episode starts with Watashi pursuing something inane or stupid, like a rose-colored campus life or raven-haired maidens. And in each episode, his friend Ozu manages to somehow screw everything up.
月とゴールクスの光の下になんか地球外生命体みたいなのがいた。お前はなんだ、宇宙人か。竹やぶに突き刺さっているお姫様か。
Ground Control to Psycho-Electric Girls. The story follows Makoto Niwa, an ordinary high school student who is moving to a new town to live with his aunt, welcoming the change and ready for a fresh start. However, as ordinary as he had imagined his adolescence to be, he could never have taken the existence of an enigmatic long-lost cousin into account. Ryo, who claims she is an extraterrestrial life form, does not attend high school and wraps herself in a photon. Surprised by his cousin's eccentricity, he needs time to adapt to the wild new life that has been sprung onto him.
Come back tomorrow, Takase, and I'll tell you I like you! Okay, bye! See you tomorrow!
Zure Zure Children. This anime is a must-watch if you are a rom-com fan. Zure Zure Children is not like other romance animes where you have one main couple and the story revolves around them. Instead, we have tons of main characters who are trying to understand their feelings and how to properly convey them. So, if you are a binge watcher like me and are looking for a short and wholesome anime to watch, then Zure Zure Children is unmissable.
桃月くんのことが好きです。付き合ってください。
それは15年間生きてきて生まれて初めて受けた告白でした。
Momokuri. This is yet another short anime that you should check out. Momokuri is a light-hearted romance anime about two high school students, Yuki Kurihara and Momotsuki. Yuki is a second-year student who has been granted her wish of dating her long-time crush Shinya Momotsuki. And Shinya, on the other hand, has had no experience in romantic relationship or anything that has to do with love. But mostly he just wants to make Yuki himself and all of their friends happy.
まさか俺を焼き殺す気か。
記憶をなくさないと、あなたのこと嫌いになっちゃうんだから。
なんだそれ。
D-Frag. D-Frag is one of the best comedy anime I have ever seen. So, if you don't mind the lack of romance elements and just want a comedy anime with a little bit of romance here and there, then D-Frag is a must-watch. So, it's about this guy named Kazama Kenji, who was forced to join a club named the Game Development Club. The rest of the show is about this club and their hilarious sunny everyday life. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, then a like and sub to the channel would be much appreciated.